Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Secret Heart, and once again, welcome back to Factorio. Not really, don't really want to. I don't really know. Like, channel's still not for children. Yada yada, blah blah blah. Don't remember. Whatever. Okay, day 3. Oh, no, that's not what. Create a dashboard. Yes, I know I'm live. All right, so little slight bit of an update. So unfortunately, due to the nature of how large these blocks are going to be, I know it's a bit excessive to have them this large, but whatever. To start off with, they are all, I'm only going to be able to do a 2x2, so four blocks. So most likely what I will do is I'll have like this starting block is probably going to be like the one solar array, solar cell that I have to start off with, and then I'll do the iron, the copper, and then maybe like a bot mall just to start off with. At least until like either this or this is mined out, because I'm pretty sure that's the two that are kind of in the way. And yeah, and in that regard, one of the main things that I usually do, that I've usually done so far, essentially trying to do I have the research? I do. Dig through the whatchamacallit. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna, in that case, I'm actually going to do a steel chest. should be enough for one, right? Yeah. So, what was I saying? Right. So normally, ever since Space Age, like what I've been doing to try and get out of, like before getting to the other, going to the other planets, like normally what I'll do is like I'll get to mining productivity 5 at least. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna do that this time around because, like, this is 1.3 million iron ore. Even, like, without mining productivity, I'm pretty sure, like, a million, like, this is probably gonna be the one that I tap. And I don't think, like, once we start moving stuff into here, I don't think I'm gonna need much more than that. And yeah, I'm essentially trying to, like, essentially brute force my way to, whatchamacallit? A space, a space platform. That is essentially what I'm doing. I am essentially trying to brute. At this point, I'm trying to brute force my way to getting into space. I heavily recommend against doing it this way. I really heavily recommend against it. The reason why is because, as I've said in the past, the main. Where is it? The only remaining tech. Oh, that's Ceres? Huh. Interesting. Now that I've become distracted. Oops. Hyperion rounds. Venom chemical sprayer. What? Obelisk of Light and Tiberium Ion Core. Tiberium Military 3. Mammoth Armored Reclamation Vehicle. What? Wow. Thoroughly distracted. Okay, logistics. this right here, and technically up to here as well, technically, but like this right here is essentially required for anything that's going to be bot mall based. And like my, I guess, style of play is train slash bot mall. Or well, train slash bots. I am trying to avoid setting up a main bus. No particular reason why. I'm just trying to avoid it. Like, essentially just seeing, I guess, if it can be done. Okay, so there's the strong box, but we need steel for that. Manual color module. Okay. And yeah, I did also add the automatic train painter mod to the mod list. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yay, we do. Okay, excellent. 1, 2. Yeah, so most likely when we do get to that point, I'm probably gonna just skip right to electric furnaces. Industrial furnace. Interesting. There's the electric furnace Mark 10. Interesting. Module slots 4. Crafting speed of 7. I wonder. That's interesting. It's kind of a downgrade from the number 10. The only thing I can think of is the pollution. Yeah, that is definitely interesting. Oh, right, it was that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it is because of the modules, I think. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So, nuclear reactor Mark 4, it's still, and then 5, it adds the speed module. Six is a productivity module. 7 is speed module again. Then 7 is a speed module 2. I can guarantee you, like, down the line, that is probably going to fuck it up. Like, in that regard, I might... Not 6. Not 5. Like, I might stop at nuclear reactor Mark 4. That might be what I do. Or maybe potentially, because, like, the idea is, like, at that point, I have this already set up. So I may not actually use the parameterized blueprint. Or maybe by then I'll have it set up better. Question mark? Nope, not that one. Alright, yeah, you know what? Let me pull that up. Fuck it. Done. Delete that, I don't need that. Delete that, I don't need that. That's there. And then... Oop. And good. Now we've only got one window. What was it that I was doing? I don't remember. I remember. So again, like I was saying, that's the hope. That fills my whole inventory. Why did you try to put coal in there, you idiot? We'll do that. For the plates. Okay, let's get this set up first. Okay, we do. Excellent. There. Shit. Whoops. Why not? Fuck it. Nope. That one. Good. No, 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 no. There we go. That was a little annoying. What can you do? That's material processing. Okay, so that means we now have the steel furnace. So we're going to start producing some steel furnaces. Wow, only 5? Seriously? Copper. Boop. And that is doing iron. So I'm gonna have a steel chest. Yeah, I am a little glad it doesn't utilize that. right now I probably should build up some armor, because in the offline world, very quickly were the biters encroaching on the oil right here. I did also spot an oil down here as well, but like the biters were closer to this one than that one, but this one also has a higher yield and is relativistically closer. So yeah, I am gonna want that built up quickly as well. I'm gonna wait until we have, I'm gonna say 3-ish stacks. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do this as well, since we do need it for I don't know, like maybe it might be better for me to do the overflow instead of pulling out at the start. It might be smarter to do the overflow. I don't know. I'm not sure that's a full stack. Not explicitly an issue. I'm not exactly doing mill tech right now. Yeah, we're not going to be doing it for a little bit. I'm going to grab circuits. I'm going to grab fluid handling. I kind of have to in order to unlock this. And then we got chemical, which I think somewhere around, there it is, shield projector. Somewhere around here is robots, I think. I don't see it. Oh, okay. So it would be this one. Remember, there it is right there. It will be modular armor, and then of course the power armor. Yeah, sure. We'll get started. Obviously, yes, at first. I will be manually placing them. Obviously. Since, well, I don't have bots yet. There isn't exactly much I can do. Like, in that regard, I probably will start with just the straightaways and then plop down the roundabouts next. Like, the biggest thing is kind of just simply today we get started. Like, I'm not really expecting to fully move just yet. Because, again, like I said, this is mostly just gonna this is mostly just gonna be me attempting to brute force my way to space, as that's really kind of what's going on here. since I unfortunately, like, the most important tech right now is locked behind space. And there's not really much I can do about that. Obviously. At least right now. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Okay. Okay. That one won't. That one will. That one won't. That one will. Oh, shit. Of course, that was going to be a freaking issue. I, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea when they added that, but I'm glad that they did. Alright, thankfully we were able to avert that little disaster. Before it happened. most likely the stuff that is going to be in the bottom mall will be the assembly machines, the inserters, the belts, and the train stuff. And obviously, any intermediates. Circuits will eventually get their own dedicated cell. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. I'm actually curious. How much does that actually use? Holy shit. That is a... That's insane. It is utilizing roughly 2,000 rail. So 200 is only roughly a tenth then. That is crazy. It's out of steel. So yeah, like I was saying, what will probably happen is like when I have these set up for the what's it called? Whatchamacallit? This, like, the idea is probably going to be like once these are mined through, I'll probably like eventually have like two iron processing cells with one directly feeding into a steel cell. And then, of course, at that point, I might have two copper as well. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'll go... No, I can't go that way because of the coal. It is definitely a decent amount of coal, though. Wow. That's a bit to dig through. And yeah, eventually I might adjust these to utilize the elevated rails. once I unlock them. Obviously. But like the thing with that is I don't know how I'm gonna set it up. Like I've seen how other people set it up. I don't know how I want to set it up myself. Yeah, I'm still like of the idea that this first cell should should be a power cell. That's what I'm thinking at least. It doesn't necessarily have to be a power cell, but I think it should. Right. Copper? Oops. Wow. Wrong one. No, not that. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna fit in there. Yeah, like, cause like that's kind of the thing. Like thinking about like the parameterized bot mall. I do like the idea of everything is in the bot mall. Like it just bots everywhere. Except I don't know. There's certain things that like obviously it makes sense. Oh, almost 30. Nice. Like things that make sense on the in a bot mall. is like the stuff that you know for a fact you're going to be placing down thousands. Like, for instance, assembly machines, inserters, belts, the train. It just makes sense. Not really anything beyond that does. Except maybe something like electric mining drills. But again, like I said, beyond that, doesn't really make much sense. And yes, that was done deliberately. So yeah, at first, most likely at first I will be utilizing just the regular ones at the train stations. But past that, I probably will start using the passive provider. Instead of the active provider. Like, I will, like, for instance, this, it does use an active provider, but because of the parameterization, I'm only going to be having, like, for instance, 5 stacks of inserters. I'll probably need to change the bulk inserter because although, actually, hold up. When is the bulk inserter research? Okay. Yeah, probably, yeah, it looks like, yeah, okay. Never mind. I will actually be able to do that. Yeah, this is the biggest thing, though. That's kind of the problem. I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. Like at this point, I'm not sure I'll be able to brute force it. Which again is essentially what I'm doing. I suppose just trying to get to that point, like just getting to that point, should be like enough. Like just getting to that point would be an achievement, I suppose. Okay. Boop and boop. That one's empty, that one's empty. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I really am not sure. Yeah. Details. Doesn't work with the elements. Yeah, because that right there is too long. I haven't. What the fuck? Odd. No idea what that is. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason I don't mind doing it this way is because, as I said back in the day one stream, I'm not exactly trying to speedrun this or anything like that. So progress is going to be intermittent, at least until we get the base proper started up. In which, at that point, we'll move all of this over to the bot mall area. So, like, again, it's gonna be, this cell is going to be power. This cell will be power. Or, well, no, this cell. I might, like, what I'll probably do instead is I'll probably, like, convert this immediately to power, like I said. So I'll have to landfill this. It uses Mark 4. Let me see something. 3, 4. Okay, they don't use. So thankfully, they do not use. Whatchamacallit? space science. So there is that. And they are chemical. And then, yep, the accumulator Mark IV is also not space science, which is nice. I mean, yeah, it would be production science pack, but at that point, I'm gonna probably want it anyway. Biolab. Yeah, the thing with that, like I was saying, with the unfortunate thing about the electric train. It's unfortunate, but not much I can do about it. Why? That's why. I mean, I suppose what I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might be able to do that, maybe. So it would be power, power, iron, copper, steel, storage. Yeah, that might work. And then, of course, like I said, down the line. Ah! Frick. Yeah. I'm pretty sure down the line I probably will. Like, what I might do is update it to a 4-lane system where it's 2 lanes going each direction. But the difference being I need landfill. Forgot about that. So to complete this, I actually need, I think it's, if I'm remembering correctly, it's 1, 2, 3, and an amount. That's unfortunate. I have no idea. I just realized I do not actually have the, whatchamacallit, early construction bots. I don't know why I opted, I don't remember why I opted against using them. I just know I did. problem is, I might adjust it so that it's power, power, and then iron, iron, copper, steel. Or iron, copper, steel, power, power, storage. Because the problem is with this one so close, I don't know. Forgot that I set that up as a way to monitor the amount of iron that I have. Not iron, coal that I have. I remember. Whatever. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that. Shit. Whatever. Right. Duh. Not sure why it's like that, but whatever. I don't know. Right, landfill. it's going to go is essentially all excess. You know what? So it'll essentially be a loop. Essentially. Holy shit. That is insane. I'm not sure that's enough anymore. Ooh. Excellent. I am going to upgrade these first. Huh. Now, two different speed module 4s. Odd. I wonder why. Whatever. Not exactly my concern. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Oops. Yay, autosave. Oh yeah, I had set it up like that instead. I honestly don't remember why. Kind of tempted to end the stream here. Because the thing with that is I kind of... I don't know how else to put it. Like, I was only trying to, like essentially, I was only trying to start setting it up. I am kind of tempted to, like, off camera, finish laying down the initial 4 cells. That way, come next stream, which might be tomorrow, hopefully will be tomorrow, I should say. No. At the moment, that is more important. Oh, okay. Creates 2. Nice. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Fluid handling. And then we're gonna go oil gathering. Fluid wagon. Yeah, at the moment, I'm not entirely sure which one I'm gonna do. Huh. Well, wait a minute. Huh. Wow. Bullet. Right, of course it's going to use sulfuric acid. Duh! What else would it use? Why? Why? Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah, and I'm gonna end the stream here. So, with that, thank you all for watching. If you watch this live on Twitch, do not forget to follow to be notified of next time I go live. As well, if you're watching this after the fact over on YouTube, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and hit that bell icon to be notified of next time I upload a video. And remember, Hail Sithis, Hail Shiva. I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.